Hey everybody, Happy New Year. Hey, so what's your plan? Believe me, I know firsthand way too often what results in me not having a plan. Either I don't accomplish what I set out to do, or I may finish the task, but it is not done with excellence. The same goes with our spiritual journey. As you set your goals for 2018, I simply want to encourage you to have a plan for your spiritual growth. The Bible makes it clear in Ephesians 4, verses 12 and 13, that we are to be constantly maturing in our faith. We are to prepare God's people for works of service so that the whole body of Christ might be built up until we all reach unity in the faith and in the knowledge of the Son of God and become mature, attaining to the whole measure of the fullness of Christ. Paul, the writer of Ephesians, goes on to say that if this is happening, we won't be blown back and forth here and there by the waves of crazy religious teachings and by the evil praying of men who have bad motives. And then he says, instead, speaking the truth in love, we will in all things grow up into Him who is the head, that is Christ. And from Him the whole body is joined and held together by every supporting ligament, which grows and builds itself up in love as each part does its work. What really strikes me about these verses is that it puts the burden on each of us individually as we join with other Christians in sharpening each other in our faith. Let me be blunt. If you don't have a plan as to how you're going to mature in your faith and knowledge of Jesus, you will be no further in your maturity when the calendar strikes 2019. So what's your plan? We have financial plans, we have diet plans, we have plans for our kids or plans for our careers, plans to buy a home, plans to pay off debt, plans for the next vacation. But how have you planned for your spiritual growth? I would encourage you to sit down and jot down what you would like to accomplish this year through your spiritual growth, and either run that by your small group or a good friend or possibly your spouse who can encourage you in setting and keeping a plan so that you too can become mature, attaining to all that Christ has in store for you. Join us the next 3 Sundays as we unpack some practical yet thought-provoking questions and answers about why we do what we do when it comes to church, service, small groups, etc., all facets of our faith. And remember, God never told us to go to church. He told us to be the church. Now, go spend the rest of your week being the church and see what a difference it makes in your world. God bless you. See you this weekend.